Kyle, what are you most looking forward to? A lot of changes, new season, let's say city for you. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to just the growth, especially for myself. This is a new role for me in my career, so naturally that's very, very exciting and something that I've been waiting for my entire career for. So naturally that's going to be something I'm looking forward to, and then also just the growth and just the process of building with the team that we have right now and bringing in, I think, maybe 9 or 10 new guys or something like that, and really just trying to grow it out. I think it's going to be very fun. So,
Talking about new role, how do you see that role, or how would you define that role?
I know a lot of times, most nights I'm gonna have number one primary defenders on me every night. So that's a challenge in itself, and like being counted on to. When you're in the type of position I'm in, you have to produce every night, and and to be consistent with it. So, for me, that's something I'm really looking forward to.
Also, hey Kyle, how are you?
Hey.
Also in the role of, the topic of a new role, leadership. So
Yeah.
what does leadership, vocal and visible, look like to you?
Just being myself, being who I always am. I think that's the number one thing. When you try to act out a character sometimes, and guys see that, it's a little bit of a turnoff. So, just to be myself every day, do what I've done for the past 7 years of my career, is come in and bust my butt and, lead by example, and, talk when I see things, keep it simple.
Year 7, you already have your ring, you got your bag, but when you're moving forward and looking at this year, like what are the personal and team goals that you would want to achieve?
I mean, for me, I say it every year. I'm just trying to be as great as I can be. That's every single day, and that starts, with waking up, eating the right foods, take care of my body, make sure I put my work in every day, get my treatment every day, and just building. So naturally, personally, that's for me, and then the same thing for the team too, because we're in a different type of space. I wouldn't call this a rebuild. I would call it more of like a retool type of situation, because we have talented players, and everybody's been here since September 5th, and that's very rare for the NBA, I think. And, we've all been playing together. So I think naturally, being process-driven and having the group collectively understand that and know we're going to have ups and downs, that's natural, because nobody goes 82-0. But also just being able to just have those building blocks and winning the right way, losing the right way, you know what I mean? Like understanding that, we have a sense of purpose out there, and just following through collectively as a team. So, that's what I'm looking forward to.
What expectations do you have in terms of playing alongside of Jordan Poole this season?
No expectations at all. I really tried, I don't really like putting expectations on myself. I think I have in the past, and a lot of times, naturally, you could be let down, or it creates a sense of pressure for you. So, for me, I just feel like we've been great. We've been here since September 5th. We've been in the gym together. We hang out together. We live 5 minutes away from each other. So, just coming out and just understanding, we have to play with a purpose, and our purpose is one to produce, but make everybody on the team better, and figure out how to do it cohesively. So if we can do that, be nice. It's a nice building block, year one. So.
Kuz, it's nice to see you. Hi. Over here.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice. Got you.
Michael said that he spent a lot of time asking all the guys on the roster what you guys wanted out of him and Will and out of this organization. I wonder what you told him when he asked you that.
Just professionalism, communication, being first class, and that's who those guys are. Michael is a phenomenal leader in that sense. He's done a great job in his career, wherever he's kind of been, of really just, building not a culture, an environment. And that's a word that's really, really important to him, and also with Will too. Obviously being in OKC, and that's probably one of the most well-run machines within the NBA from an organizational standpoint. So I believe that with those guys being here, you're going to see those type of trends in Washington. So
You spent the last couple of years telling us you're a winner, you're here to win, you want to win. It seems like there's much more emphasis on doing things the right way than necessarily straight up winning.
Yep.
What did they say that made you want to be a part of that?
I mean, the biggest thing was, just the opportunity. For me, I've said it before, but, obviously I want to, have a chance to, lead people and really have a lasting impact on the organization. And this was the best opportunity for me to do that. And obviously they were alongside with saying that. So, it's not really much to say. It's right there. That's the opportunity. So.
Oh, right here, Kyle.
Yeah.
Recently, you had a gymnasium named after you, Kuzma Gym
Yeah.
in Flint, Michigan. Can you tell me the process of how that's been going? I know it's gonna have some groundbreaking. Just tell me how that's coming along.
Yeah, so we had our groundbreaking back in April, probably mid-April, and it's getting built right now. So, but it's an honor. Obviously, I'm from Flint, Michigan, and that's my hometown and somewhere where I grew up playing basketball. And now kids for the next 50, 100 years are going to be in that basketball court and see my name. So I'm just blessed and very grateful for, to be from Flint and for them to want me to be a part of that. So.
Okay, and one other question. As far as for the new season, you have a lot of new players coming in. Have you given them any tips on how the process of transferring from the transition from the other cities that they came from? Just tell me how, like, tips, maybe just tips like how the process of joining a new team.
I mean, it just all depends. You don't want to overflood people because it's a big transition. And the biggest thing is just just little things. People need a barber. People want restaurant recommendations. Where should I live? Traffic. Just those type of little things. So.
Playing with a purpose and playing with passion, that goes hand in hand. But when you are the leader of this team, how do you bring out that joy, not just in yourself and have that be a consistent factor for you, but how do you infiltrate the team with that same kind of attitude?
By just being myself. Being myself, I think that's the biggest thing, because for me, I love this game. I play it with extreme amount of passions and a lot of focus, and I think that rubs off on people. And I think, when you are holding yourself accountable, you can hold other people accountable. When you're not holding yourself accountable, it gets a little iffy. So, just being myself and having fun. And, I wake up every day happy to play basketball, because at the end of the day, it's like, you're going to have those dog days during the season, and the season's long. But, when you have a mindset of, I can get better today, I mean, that's all you kind of really need. So.
Kyle, what does...
Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you, too. Now I forgot my question. What does Tyus Jones bring on the court and bring off the court?
Calmness. I think he is obviously one of the, better point guards in the NBA. He has been, quote unquote, probably one of the best backups in the league for some years. But he's much more than that, and getting to know him and his family has been great, especially he's been here. He's a phenomenal player. He's someone that's very basketball focused, and he takes his craft seriously, and he's a really big professional. And I think that's one thing I've really learned about him so far, which is really, really great, and especially him being one of the vets on the team. And us having a lot of young guys and guys still haven't figured out, it's great for people to see teammates like him. He's focused, he's locked in, he's actually very focused on the team aspect of the game. And that's it's kind of rare. Not rare, but he doesn't care about his numbers. He doesn't care about, I need 10 assists. He's going to make the right play. If it's not his night, he's going to get off. If it's his night, he's going to, have the ball more. So I'm very excited to play with him.
Kyle, I'm sure a lot over here. I'm sure a lot of players around the league are being asked today about their interest in the Olympics next year, and I know you already talked a few weeks ago about what you think Team USA needs. Is that a goal of yours to make it to the Olympics?
I mean, I would love to if I got the invitation, for sure. I mean, I spent 1 year with Team USA in 19 with FIBA before I broke my foot, but I would love to, for sure. highest honor in, you know, it's in Paris, so free trip to Paris. Yeah,
Hi, Kuz. Good to see you. Over here.
yeah.
So, Coach Unseld said he thinks with the new personnel, you guys could play faster and that you have a lot more shooting. on the
Much
floor.
faster.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Much, much faster. Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing. You know, it's gonna be, you know, less about, you know, plays and stuff and more about just concepts and understanding the nuances of the game. And I think it's gonna be great because we're a young team and, you know, we may not be the best half-court team right away to start the season. A lot of young teams really aren't, but we're gonna get up and down fast a lot. And, you know, it's been fun playing with this group of guys and it's helped me get in shape a lot quicker than I am because, you know, I'm young, but, you know, it's a little difference between 28 and 22, and these dudes up and down the court. So it's gonna be really fun, really fun. And it's gonna be like, you know, fun to watch too. You know, I don't think last year, and I know a lot of times I'll watch film and it wasn't really fun to watch us, you know? So I think this year we got a lot of shooting, we got a lot of like exciting players, we got players that can do a lot of different things, so it's gonna be entertaining.
Kyle, you used the word over here.
Not sure. It's like one mic. you
No,
know,
all,
you know what I mean?
all, all good. You mentioned the word leadership a lot, whether it's with the Wizards or other teams you've played on, or even maybe in your life, a coach, a family member. When you think of leadership and you take nuggets of leadership, you know, what comes to mind with those qualities, and who are those people?
You know, I've done a lot of just, you know, just talking to a lot of people this summer. You know, whether it was, you know, I have a buddy that was a Navy SEAL. I got really close with Derek Jeter this summer, and really just asking a lot of different questions and like, you know, what makes all these other people great leaders, and just try to like, you know, try to take it within myself too. You know, so. The basis is just, one, you have to lead by example. You know, if you're not, and I just said it, you know, but if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, how can you expect somebody else to let you, you know, lead them? You know what I mean? So I got to be on my P's and Q's, locked in. And if I'm that, it's going to be a little bit easier. And, you know, it's not about being rah-rah and this. And sometimes you're going to have to speak, but, you know, it's more about, you know, just being real, being genuine. And, you know, that's me, so.
What up, Kyle? Over this way.
Yes.
You know, you talk about getting better every day. I'm just curious, this off season, what did you anything you specifically worked on just for your own individual game?
Yeah, just shooting off the dribble, just trying to find spots on the floor. Obviously knowing that I'm gonna be at the top of a lot of scout reports. And last year I got a real taste of that. So, you know, last year really helped me focus on what I needed to do this summer. But, you know, just getting into spots, raising up, and getting stronger, keeping it simple, and just trying to just tighten up my strengths. You know, a lot of times we always go into off seasons with, you know, trying to address weaknesses, but, you know, I try to address my strengths and just tighten those screws up more, so.
Hey, Kyle. So you were talking about, you're giving very much elder statesman vibe now, as far as, you know, how you're viewing leadership. Have you noticed over the last few years that the NBA is definitely skewing a lot more younger as far as the age of rosters? And do you think that's good for the league? And how do you think that, you know, kind of impacts the Wizards and your role as, you know, kind of being a leader and trying to, you know, bring younger guys along? And also, how important is it to have a guy like Taj Gibson, who's like a real elder statesman in the league, and to have him on the roster to be able to help with that process?
Yeah, for sure. I think, I mean, it's not what the league's doing now. I mean, if you look at it, they've been doing this for many of years, ever since like really one and dones, the whole one and done term got popping. That was like 10 years ago at least. So like, it's kind of been that way. And like, you see a lot of times, like, you know, if you're a vet and, you know, a lot of teams, it's a business. They'd rather have the younger guy, you know, you're going to pay the same, but they're going to like kind of coincide a little bit more with the organization trying to do it. That's just life of basketball. So obviously for me, I'm in year 7. I've been around the block. You know, I wouldn't call myself a vet like Taj. Like, that's a vet. But I'm more like seasoned. That's what I like to say. So, yeah. But having Taj is great, too, because I love, you know, just the addition of having him back because you can never have too many guys that are professional. Like, that's the key thing in the NBA, especially when you're having these young teams. If you don't have vets on your teams, you know, it could get funky. Having a guy like 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗏, having someone that's been there, done that, played with D Rose, played with great players, but is the first one in the gym. He's sweating, he's working hard. Like, it's great for young players to see that because, you know, that's passion. 15 years in the league, how many people are doing that? So.
Hey, Kyle.
Last question, Candace.
I know you said there were no expectations that you have so far with Jordan Poole, but, you know, even in you guys' casual runs, how have you seen your games complementing each other? And it is, you know, it's early. It's October, so
Yeah.
if it hasn't, if the truth is it's still a work in progress, that's the truth.
Oh, a lot. Actually, we compliment each other's games a lot because, you know, it's great. We are really from the same type of journey in a sense. You know, we both played with like Hall of Fame players, right? So we had to naturally learn how to play off the ball because the ball wasn't going to be in our hands. But now we're in a situation where the ball is in our hands more, but we still haven't forgot how to play off the ball. So a lot of times he's coming off screens. He does a great job playing underneath the basket, coming out. Obviously probably learned a little bit from Steph a little bit, right? And then for me, you know, I like to pass the ball and, you know, trying to find him off of cuts in certain situations or, you know, him sitting screens to me. And now I'm downhill versus small and my bigger guy has to, you know, then switch to him or, you know, just manipulating the defenses, and we've been doing that a little bit, like, within our runs. But I'm really excited, you know, because at the end of the day, it's not like a my turn, his turn type of situation because we can play throughout, you know, an ecosystem together and make it work. So it's been really positive in the past, you know, 2-3 weeks. So.
Thanks, Kuz.
You like that one? Yeah, I got you.